Hello my people, I am Farmer Okweyemi. I welcome you to my farm. Do you know that the tomato that you use to prepare that your delicious stews and jollof rice takes between 100 to 120 days for it to produce? I am on my farm and I've been producing this tomato for the past 5 years, and I thought this is the right time for me to show you how this tomato is being produced from seedlings till it becomes the real tomato fruit that you see in the market and you desire. How it's being produced. Does this sound interesting to you? Oh yeah, follow me in the process. Thank you. Okay, this is one of the process of how we grow our seedling. This is cocoa peat, and this one that I hold in my hand is called washed and buffered cocoa peat. Although we have other type of cocoa peat which is unbuffered cocoa peat, but it is not ideal for you to use unbuffered cocoa peat to raise your seedlings due to high level of sodium content that it has, and it can hinder the nutrient uptake of your plant and not allowing that plant to perform the way it's supposed to perform. So it is advisable as a farmer, a gardener, to use washed and buffered cocoa peat to grow your seedlings. And this is how we dissolve this block into the substrate we are going to fill inside our seed tray. We want to dissolve our cocoa peat so that it can be in form of the substrate we use it to fill our seed tray. And this is how we soak it. We put it inside our water. This is the water we've put inside our bowl, and we soak it. We allow the cocoa peat to absorb the water, and after the cocoa peat has absorbed water, we use our hand to squeeze it. So this is our cocoa peat. Now we soak it inside water. As we soak it inside water, it takes 30 to 1 hour for it to absorb water and become soft and fluffy. And after it has become soft and fluffy, then you are going to take them out and squeeze the excess water out before you start mixing other things you want to mix with your cocoa peat. Maybe you want to have mixed potting soil with it, or you want to mix a cured compost with it in order to add nutrient from it from the onset before you plant your seed. So after you realize that your cocoa peat absorb water and it has become soft and fluffy, then you are going to drain the excess water before you start using it to fill your seed tray. After putting this our cocoa peat inside water, it has been pieces into this. It is now very soft and fluffy, as you can see. So now I'm going to scoop it out of the water and make sure that I drain all the excess water out. So this is our cocoa peat. It has been dissolved. It is now very soft and fluffy. So we want to scoop it out from this place to that place, but you should ensure that you actually squeeze the water out first. You can see. After we scoop our cocoa peat from where we soak it to this place, the next thing we want to do is to add nutrient to it. Why are we adding nutrient? Because this our cocoa peat is just an excellent planting media. It cannot supply nutrient to your crop. You are the one to introduce nutrients that the plant will make use of into your cocoa peat, and that's what we want to do now. We have a compost, a cured compost that we want to add to our cocoa peat. You can see it is cured. What do I mean about cured? Cured doesn't mean because it is dry. It has undergo decomposition. There is no longer further decomposition taking place in this manure again. It has been decomposed properly. That is, if you want to know whether it is decomposed properly, If you add water to it and you insert your finger into it, you will realize that it doesn't generate any heat, which we call exogenous reaction. So which means that you are safe to use it. It will not burn your plant. So we are using 10 gram of it, 10 kg of it for 1 block of cocoa peat. That is our source of nutrients that we are adding to this cocoa peat now. So aside that we are adding this our cured compost into our cocoa peat, we also have a biological fungicide that we add to our planting medium and mix them together, and the name of it is called Trichoderma azanium, which the brand name is called Agrigard. This Trichoderma azanium that we are talking about is a biological fungicide. And what is the function? Why are we adding it to our planting medium? The reason why we are adding this trichoderma is that number one, it ensures healthy sprouting. Number two, it promotes faster and uniform germination. Number three, it prevents against soil-borne and airborne disease such as Fusarium wilt, such as Fusarium piton and Rhizotonia. And that's why we are also mixing the 100 gram of this thing to a block of cocoa peat. We mix it with our cocoa peat. So we are done mixing our cocoa peat with our cured compost, then with the trichoderma I explained earlier. So after mixing it thoroughly to ensure that it is all the things we add to our cocoa peat is uniformly distributed, then our planting media is ready. The cocoa peat is ready. So we are going to fill it. We are going to fill it inside the seed tray and prepare it ready for planting of our tomato seed. So now let's fill it. So I want to fill it. So and when you are filling it also inside your seed tray, don't press it like this. Don't do like this. As you are doing it like this, you will not allow the planting media to have porous. Hair need to move around them. So when you are filling it, you fill them gently. You don't compress, so that there will be aerations. And then also your seed won't be able to establish itself very well. There will be proper root formation, so you don't compress when you are filling your seed tray. You fill gently. You can see how I'm filling it. Don't compress it, just fill gently so that there will not be any hindrance when the plant is growing or is establishing its roots. So we want to start planting our seed after we filled our seed tray with our mixture of our cocoa peats with our cured compost. And then all right, so after we filled our seed tray with our planting media, then with our cocoa peat with our planting media, so the next things that we want to do now is to plant our seed. So now, how do we plant our seed? There is one of the things that you have to pay attention to before planting your seed, which is the planting depth. When you are planting your seed, your planting depth should be twice the size of your seed. Let me come again so that you can understand better. Your planting depth should be twice the size of your seed. Once it is more than that, you bury your seed, and your seed may not germinate or struggle to germinate. So for you to avoid all this, make sure when you are planting your seed, it should be what? Twice the size of your seed. Don't forget that rule of thumb. It is very, very important because we'll be actually doing that. So I want to make my depth now. So as I'm making my depth, because I've mastered it, years I've been doing it, so I've mastered my planting depth, twice the size of my seed, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. So this is my planting depth for my tomato. So you don't have to cram, but just know that your planting depth should be what? Twice the size of your seed. So I'll firstly make my planting depth before I start planting. And when you are planting, this is 128 cells. The size of the seed tray we are using is 128. We have different type of seed tray. We have the one of 200 cells, we have the one of 128, we have the one of 104, we have the one of 98. But the best I will recommend that you use 128 cells. Don't use 200 cells because the cells is too small. Because when your plant starts so I'm done with my planting depth. So then I want to now start planting now. This is the seed. The varieties I'm growing is Cobra 26 F1. It's being produced by Technicen. So this is the seed. So as you can see, planted our seed already inside 128 cells of seed tray and one per each cell. So after planting, the next thing to do is to cover it gently with another mixture of cocoa peat and the compost that we have mixed together with trichoderma, and that's what I want to do now. So you see, you just put it lightly on top. You understand? You don't have to load it, put it lightly. Then you cover it with it. And also, beside it like this, clean it. Don't waste your planting materials. So light up, or there isn't much talk. So after planting our seeds, the next thing we want to do now is to water them. And we need to water them in order for imbibition to take place and also to enhance their germination. So it is very important for you to water your seed after planting, and that's what we are doing now.